Is going on, fam and friends? We're here, day 989 in a row. I'm about to get into it, so subscribe, ding that bell, and I'll see you in a minute.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
Looking for another way.
I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I'm here with you on day 989 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show, and we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, so make sure you subscribe and ding the bell. And we're bound to get into it like we do every single day. So not sure what we're going to do tonight, but I do have something I want to discuss. I have a topic in there, and I wouldn't call it necessarily a revelation, but I did watch something today that really opened up my mind to a concept. And it seems like it could be a very real concept, to be honest. So, I want to share it with you. Day 989 in a row of speaking truth, singing truth, going against the man, essentially, right? So today I see this video about how do I phrase this the best way I could say it? So 1947, the Roswell crash. Everybody's always wanted to know more about the Roswell crash. There is a nurse who was on site when the crash took place in 1947. Now, I said to you guys that I feel like the reason they were here was because of the nuclear activity on our part. This document that wound up being, it's a 4.5 hour, reading of this, documentation that was left behind. And the nurse said that was exactly what was going on. So it's interesting. I'm starting to put the pieces together before I even read this, but the idea that we started getting visitations when we started going nuclear, at least on a scale where we'd recognize something going on above us. So here's the concept. One of these aliens, I guess you want to call them, greys, whatever you want to call them, wound up surviving. The others all died. And this nurse interviewed this alien for 6 weeks. Now I know you're like, yeah, sure, Mark. Just hear me out. This nurse kept her story to herself until she was 83 years old. And she was deciding to actually take her own life in like a very short period of time because she found out she was ill. She was sending this message to a reporter, a writer, I could take something that apparently this person had written a book, and they'd already asked her, maybe like prior to releasing that book, some questions, and she said, I'm sorry, I can't give you any information. I have nothing I can share with you. So she goes on to explain. She said, I know I told you I didn't have anything I could share with you, but I don't want to go through eternity saying I should have said something. Give me a little woohoo. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You get the woohoo. So, here's the thing. We had this visitation because we were like nuclear. We're going nuclear at the moment, right? And these beings come down. One of them survives. And the guy says, or the lady says, that while she's interviewing this person, like this creature or alien, whatever you want to call it, has no mouth, has no ears. So she's like, I don't know how are we going to communicate with this being? And she explains that it's all telepathy, and like for some reason the alien chose her, trusted her, and for 6 weeks she would ask questions, and the alien would answer some, but not the ones that the government wanted to answer. Every time the government was go and get the answer to this, it would just like not answer the question. It's like you could really read her. So it was amazing. This story that was told, it was told about millions of generations, but pre what we have been told. This talked about a galactic war that took place like 70 trillion years ago. And here's the scariest and craziest thing. There's no way to kill energy. Energy doesn't die. We are within a vessel. We've always talked about souls. We have a soul. Yes, we have a soul. But what is that really? Soul is your uniqueness. Your soul is your signature, your fingerprint. What happens, or what I'm hearing happens from this whole theory, is Earth is really a prison. Earth is on the outskirts of the solar system, of the universe. Apparently, where the real civilizations are, like where you really want to be, like downtown center, like New York City, the hip spot, we're not anywhere near it where Earth is in this universe. We're like bum. You want talking about being in like the sticks? We're in the sticks on Earth, okay? What was interesting was the explanation that this is not a good place for people to stay long term. Like the aliens know that. They're like, look, you would never do a long-term situation on this planet. Every 20,000 years our poles switch. And we have violent, adjustments in the levels of water. Many people die. And between the volcanoes, the earthquakes, meteorites, meteors, there are so many different threats to our existence, to our future. So apparently here's the concept. I'm just going to get back to it. We are light beings, each and every one of us on this planet, okay? We are what's called is-bees. We are is-bees. And I'm like, what the freak is an is-bee? And so I start looking into this a little bit more. I'm listening in. I'm like, okay, what's an is-bee? An is-bee is whatever is will be. And I'm like, okay. And so the idea is this, that we have all been around for trillions of years. In fact, I'm starting to get booted. Interesting when I start talking about this. We've been around for billions, trillions of years, all of us, each and every soul on this planet. The issue is that, and this goes back to the whole, like, we talk about this reincarnation stuff, but it's different than that. It is the same, but it's different. So the way this alien explains our existence and where we are, where we go in the future, time is not linear. A lot of crazy things in this video. But the alien basically says that we're going to be, first of all, I'm mixing up two stories because there's another one I'm thinking of that's completely horrible, like what is about to happen right now. But let me get back to what was going on with this one. So, I should have taken notes because it was so much information. We are here, and we are almost, this is what I saw. It was like Avatar. I swear, it was like unbelievable. She's explaining how we connect with these bodies, that we are basically, there's a digital signature, and our bodies, each and every one of us, are in a perfectly digital signature that connects with our is-be. We call it soul, but it's called an is-be. We are what is will be. We will be forever, each and every one of us. And this is where it got really, really creepy. So, the planet and all of this quarter of the galaxy, the universe, is all owned by, and I want to say this right, but I'm not going to, the Federation, not the Federation, there's something like, it's something like the Order, something like weird like that. And they control and own this whole segment of the universe. They have a plan to come here with their military within the next 5,000 years. That does nothing for us, but that's their plan. They have no need to come here right now. They come here and they do like surveillance every once in a while. But when we do things like go nuclear, then they really have to pay attention and make sure we're not disrupting the rest of the universe. But here's where it got crazy. Okay, so the prison. We are in a prison here. And what they started saying really freaked me out. They were like, inventors, musicians, politicians, artists, people who go against the grain, people who are a problem for them because everything's already been invented. This is the thing she was saying too. Everything's already been invented. We think of things in the now because that's where we live, but the now could take place at some other time. Like, it's weird. Time is not the way we think. It's not linear. Almost like it's all happening at the same time. It's weird, but we have to have some sort of momentum. So, this future that may exist, I don't know. I think that's what's going on, is they have been in the future and can see where we go, or because they're traveling. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot that I don't know about this, but what seemed really accurate or could make a lot of sense was this, that this planet has been controlled by an alien race, and they have these PowerPoint segments all over the planet, and they also set it up so when you pass on from this planet, here's what happens, the way this was explained. I wish I could just play the video for you guys. We could watch it. You pass on. We've always been told you go to heaven. You believe in God, you go to heaven. This is what got crazy. They started explaining the history of time. They talked about Moses. They talked about all these people like they were tricked by an Esby or Isby. All these Isbys, this is us throughout history. There are specific ones that are like set up here and they know who they are, but all of us don't know who we are. Here's what happens. If we do something wrong out there as light beings and we're a problem for them, I start thinking about the songs I write. I start thinking about how passionate I am about this world coming together when they want us divided. And if this was a different, if I was out in this crazy galaxy that they're talking about, I would be a problem for them. What do they do for the people that are problems with them? They ship them to Earth. They stick the Isbies because energy can't die. We've been around for trillions of years. They don't want us as a problem. They ship you off to jail. Earth. Here's the crazy part. They shock you. They shock you with something like billions of volts, okay? Where you forget everything. Not only just this life, but every life you've ever led. You forget who you are. And you forget that you are a light being. You forget your connection to spirituality. You forget everything. And it made sense because I started thinking how we're born and we're like, where the freak am I? But I also know everything that's like, I remember being a little kid, like 6 months old. And I'd be laying on the ground, crawling around, and I'd hear one of my parents say, oh, something. And then don't say it like that. And then they'd be like, what are you talking about? It's just a little kid. He doesn't know what we're saying. And I remember them saying that. He's just a little kid. He doesn't know what we're saying. How did I know what those words were? I didn't know how to speak yet, but I understood every word that guy was saying. When he said, oh, don't worry about it. He doesn't know what we were talking about. He's just a baby. But I knew it. I understood it all. I just couldn't speak back. I remember this. I specifically remember hearing people speak and understanding everything they were saying, but I was like, man, these people think I'm stupid. I know exactly what they're saying. I remember thinking that. I know exactly what you're saying, buddy. I couldn't talk back. I couldn't say anything back. Like, no, I know. Yeah, I get it. This is just something that connects me to this concept that potentially we have some, we have a connection that's different than they told us. I didn't even realize that Moses was born in the same house as Akhenaten and whatever, and Tutankhamun and Nefertiti. I didn't know that Moses was like in that family. Like, what? I didn't even realize that. I don't know why I didn't realize that. But that was part of the story. They talked about all these different civilizations, literally 70 trillion years we've been here, something like this. Well, you guys got to watch this. I got to find it and send you the link. But the idea is this. Every time you pass, as your soul tries to leave, to go back, to be enlightened, to go to heaven, this electric system reshocks you back to planet Earth. You wake up again. You have no idea who you are. You live it all over again. We're in freaking prison. We are Isbies. What will be? What is will be. Is what I was like, wait, a freaking Isbie. But when I was hearing this, guys, it made so much sense to me. Because they talked about how the essence... Oh, here's another thing that's crazy. Scott Wolter. You guys know who Scott Wolter is? Scott Wolter is the host of America on Earth. Is that what it's called? America on Earth? I think so. He's a crazy geologist. Really, really brilliant man. And he's on bragging about being a Mason. Like a, high-level Mason. And he said something that's crazy. I'm not a Mason. I don't even know what Masons are, but I've heard some things that doesn't sound very good. And he said, we don't care what you believe. I'm like, geez, this sounds a little like Renaissance, man. He's like, we just want you to believe. I'm like, yeah, okay, what am I channeling here? And he says, oh, man, I got this weird thing here. He goes, when you believe something, and I believe something, that is what's important, is that we're connecting on that. I was like, what the freak? How the hell? I don't think that's exactly what they believe. But like when he said that, I was like, yes, that is the essence of what we should be doing in life, is not caring who you consider your deity to be, because it's the same deity as mine. We just call them different names. You were told a couple of things and I was told something different. But at the end of the day, there's one prime creator. You call it God. Someone calls it Jesus. Someone calls Jesus and God are the same thing. If you don't believe in one, you can't go. But there's unconditional love. What the freak does unconditional love mean? Apparently it doesn't mean unconditional. The reality is that God is every single one of us. We are Isbies. We are all God. Together, we are the essence of the prime creator. God is real. God is in Angel Dreams and Jim Loring and Mamusu. You know? And I think you have to keep that in mind, is that you have a power within you they don't want you to discover. You have an ability that, if uncovered, could change the world. I'm just curious if you have an interest in finding it. But the thing is this. If this is true, no matter how good we are, no matter what we do, we are destined to this planet. We will be here for time, unless we could find a way to shut down their power source. Now, this to me seems absolutely possible, and maybe exactly the way it really is. That some race has ruled over this planet. This is exactly what my brother, Ryushu Malone, shared with us. He said that it was the Orion group that owns the planet, but it's something different. And they own the entire quarter of the universe, and they're expanding. They have no need to send any resources here now, send any military here, any military force. But this alien was like, looking over our records, looking over the way he was like, you guys are, the Esbies are trying to kill each other. The Isbies are trying to kill each other. It's crazy. It's like, you guys all come from the same place, but this is the other thing. It's like you've all done something that they consider, unfixable. And that's why I said that Earth is the one place in the solar system with the most artists, musicians, politicians, you got activists, everybody who's got a chip on their shoulders here on this planet. Don't you think that's interesting? I mean, look, there's some people that don't, but there's a lot of it. There's very few people trying to change it. Doesn't it also seem interesting that there's a unbalanced amount of positivity in this world? It seems to me that there's less good than there is evil. And that would only be if we were all from a place, and a lot of us are definitely against the grade, and ship us off to Earth. I've seen a lot of videos of crafts sticking up above a certain part in a mountain, and you see something shoot from it down to the planet. Are they sending a couple more prisoners here? A digital signature like Avatar, where you basically are like, oh, okay, and I'm in some body. I'm in this body. But I was forced into it. I'm certain that this is true. I'm certain that I've been around for 400 trillion years. And will be for 400 trillion more. The question is, will it be in a continual loop here where I forget it every single time I wake up? Where am I going? Oh, there's a blue sky. Or will we figure out how to reconnect with self? Reconnect with who we really are? What scared me is they said that no one can remember who they are. Like truly are. Where you come from. This alien said that they were 400 million years old. They're a light being. They connect to an Isbi, to a body when they need to, and then they detach from the body, and then they're off. Haven't you seen a bunch of weird videos where like people are like Shaquille O'Neal, like all these crazy people, like all of a sudden they freeze and then there's something at the back, and like this is them taking over our bodies, I believe. Like they have the ability to do that. Here was a crazy one. One of the Isbies took over the body of Ferdinand the Great, or whatever, the guy who was shot in 1914 and started World War One. And their soul got caught by this magnetic system. There's basically a net. If you're an Isbi and you get caught here on this planet, because it's a prison, this is why we don't have many aliens on the planet. They'll fly around, but they don't come down to the surface. This was explained. They said you'd have to be a crazy Isbi to go down to the planet because it's very difficult to leave. And if you get caught in the net It's like this electronic net. The more you fight, the more it like pulls you down and tightens you to the grip of the planet. And I think what happens is you go into some sort of prison here on this planet that ships you into a body, shocks you, and then you forget who you are as well. So you, Trish, Phil, Kathleen, Angel could have been one of these Isbys that was like super high-powered Isby and got caught here. And now is trying to find their way out and can't. Because what they also says, they try to make contact with their group. There was like 100 of these Federation people came down here, these Isbys. And I think they all got stuck on Earth and they can't connect with them, you know. They're not able to remember themselves, and that's scary. But they also said that's why we are starting to uncover so many technologies, because we already knew them. We already knew everything that's been invented. I think it's interesting that I thought about satellite radio and satellite internet, and they both became things like a couple of years later. Like, why did I know that? Because it already existed in the future. If you can connect, you could find things that are a part of our future. The beat seat was a part of our future. I just happened to invent it first. But if I didn't, you would have seen somebody else come out with it. This is the reality of our existence, is that we are all starting to remember things, just not remembering who we are. We're not remembering any of the lives we lived prior, or the fact that we are energy and energy doesn't die. So what freaked me out is when they said, because I believe in a lot of the things that you read in, you know, I was a kid, I was brought up in, as a Catholic, you know, I went to CCD, I went to Young Life, I was a huge, you know, supporter of Young Life, and I've got too many stories that say that there's something more powerful, but I don't know if it's the way man tells it, you know what I mean? I almost prefer the story from the alien over the one I'm told by man. Because I know man will say whatever the hell they want in order to control us. The future, Mark. That's right, Trish. I'm thinking of it. Back to the future, Mark. If you think about as a religion is starting to form, the most important thing is making sure you control the people and get them to believe that what you offer is the only thing. And if they don't take what you offer, they can't get to the next level, right? The problem with that is you can't also say in the same breath that there's an unconditional aspect. Unconditional. The definition means unconditional. It means no matter what. It means whether you love someone or not, it's still unconditional. Whether you believe in someone or not, their love for you is still unconditional. So the concept that humans got involved and said, well, but if you don't believe, you can't get into heaven. You can't level up because you didn't believe. But what happened to the unconditional aspect? Well, that went out the window the moment you said you didn't believe. That's only if you believe? Like, only if you believe do you get the unconditional aspect. But if you don't, I'm sorry, you could pit of the hell. You're going down the pit of hell. You're going to put me in the pit of hell for not believing? But I was just, I'm looking at what else is going on out there. You said unconditional. I meant conditional. Oh, you said conditional. I get it now. Unconditional love. Phil, I think I'm going to write a song. Maybe I should call it Unconditional Love. Not a bad idea, Phil. But look, it blew my mind when I saw this. This is crazy talk. But imagine for a second if we were all stuck here and we could never get off. I started thinking, like, maybe that's the reason why nobody's ever left the solar system. Nobody's ever left planet Earth. They talk about nobody's ever come back from death, but nobody's ever left planet Earth and gone out of the, what's the radiation belt called? There's like a radiation belt we can't get through. It's like the, I don't know, the Shasta radiation belt or something like this. But you can't get through it. We've never been through it. Now, I believe the moon is prior to it. So we probably went to the moon. We just didn't, what you saw wasn't real. What you saw wasn't real. What you saw was I'd say it was an affirmation. What you saw was a really, really nice production done by Stanley Kubrick. But in all of them, every single moon landing was done by Stanley Kubrick. If you haven't seen that video yet, you got to check it out. It's worth it. He's on his deathbed, maybe about 6 months before. It's interesting what people tell you when they're about to leave this earthly plane. It's very interesting. In fact, I'm wondering if I could play this for you, get you a couple of things here. I'll send them over to myself and we can watch them. Hold on a minute. Let me see what we got here. There's a couple of really good things about what's going on in the real world here. Oh my goodness. I saw some crazy stuff, guys. Right now I can't find that one though. All right. Oh, here it is. Found it. Are you guys want to see this? Hold on a second. How do I send this in an email to myself? Copy link. I'm going to do this. I'm going to actually send it to myself and then I'll play it here. I'll give it to you guys so you can watch this because I think this is very much craziness. Where am I? It's not playing? What the hell are you doing over there? All right, let me just email it to myself then. So, bottom line is this. I saw this and I was like, are you serious? And then I started realizing some of the things that never made sense. Like, how do you get a video of the surface before you've even gotten off of the lunar module? How do you get that video? Why do you get that? How do you get that shot? It doesn't make any sense, you know? And also, there's a great photo of the moon, the lunar module taking off, and you see the camera pan. You're like, what the freak? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. Tyson ate his ballot. You rock, brother. Oh my goodness. Christine, how are you? All right, so check this out. I'm going to play you something else here. This is a little thing with Stanley Kubrick, and he's admitting to one of the greatest frauds of all time. I hope I don't get in trouble for playing this. I don't think I should, but let's see.
My job is to
right.
make college easier because students have a...
All right, let's see if this plays. This is from TikTok. The hell? No, I don't want to save. What the hell are you doing to me over here? Oh, maybe that's why. That didn't work? Okay, thanks for coming out. Let's see. Let me get that open again. I see that fly. He just jumped onto my screen. I'm going to have to jump after him and smack him in the fotch. I'm just saying. Here we go. Let's see if this works.
Okay.
Here we go.
Whoa.
I perpetrated a huge fraud, which I am now about to detail,
Okay.
involving the United States government and NASA.
All right.
Pay attention.
And I'm sure you've heard the rumors.
The moon landing hoax?
That's right. That the moon landing was fake. The moon landings all were fake. And I was the person who filmed it.
You're serious? Okay.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
Okay.
The conspiracy theorists were right on this occasion.
Why?
I don't know about Paul McCartney's death, but this they were right about.
Okay. Why in God's name would... I don't know what to ask you first. Why the hell, if you're telling the truth, why would you do it? Why are you telling me? I mean, what the...
Don't you think it's important for people to know the truth?
Yeah, yes, certainly.
They had a massive fraud, an unparalleled fraud perpetrated against them. They should know.
Okay.
I mean, they're already suspicious of the government. They may as well have their suspicions confirmed.
Okay. And, well,
I'll go into that.
Is that why you look a little haggard right now? Because you look a little worn. No offense. Like.
Well, also, yeah, because I haven't been taking care of myself too well. I've been drinking a lot, but...
Is that because of the stress of this?
Of course, stress, guilt, just conflict of all kinds.
Wow. I mean, so you feel bad about this, clearly. I mean, this is
I
not...
do feel bad about it. I also feel proud of it. It's a terrible conflict.
Because you've pulled off one of the greatest...
And because I made a film, if you want to call it a film, which I consider to be my masterpiece.
And you can't take credit or even talk about it
Well,
you are now.
I'm hereby taking credit for
Right, but you can't actually go out. You're doing... When people see this, you'll be dead.
Until 10 years.
Right, or
15
15, yeah.
After my death.
So you can't talk to Roger Ebert about it, you know. Does that frustrate you?
I have to pay the consequences for the decision that I made many years ago to go along with this.
Like a deal with the devil.
It's Faustian, to be sure.
Because, and is that why you got such power in Hollywood? I mean, that would explain that.
Why I have the freedom I have, that was part of it, yes.
So they said, do this moon thing and we'll give you...
When I made Spartacus, I didn't have this kind of freedom.
Right.
But
okay.
So Phil says it's not, that's not Kubrick. I don't know Kubrick, but based on what I saw, I thought that was actually him. But that guy says that he did the moon landing. So it wasn't Kubrick, but it was that guy, Phil. That guy did it, okay? Somebody did it, Phil, because you can't tell me that they got some dude out there prior to Neil Armstrong coming down the module. And they're like, look, just be ready. We're going to send Neil down in a second, all right, Rob? I did a funny bit with this. Like, they send the guy out there, but he can't touch the surface of the moon first because that's Armstrong's, that's his move, you know? So he has to hold himself up with a crutch. You're going to put the crutch on the ground and get the camera ready for the Armstrong drop, where he says, that's one small step for, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, once Armstrong's down, once Aldrin comes walking out, then you can put your feet down. And listen, we're leaving you on the surface of the moon, by the way. At the end, you need to get that shot, the one like this, the real, like the money shot. As we take off in the lunar module and we leave you on the moon, just remember that you'll be appreciated. Okay, Rob? We're going to put you out there and we will leave a monument for the people to rip down and cancel. Just saying. Oh my goodness. Why, can I ask, I didn't pay attention to any of the stuff what's going on out there in Cali, but they used that same company that had an issue in November? Are you freaking kidding me? How does that... I'm sick of asking you guys how things are going, how things happen. Like, this is the most corruption in the history of time. We are potentially... I don't even know what happens if my theory's right about this thing of us being shocked and then resent back into the friggin' Matrix. If we can't connect or understand who we really are, then we're lost and we're stuck here as prisoners. Everybody's prison time is different. But there's no getting out. It's a crazy thought. But that's why I like some of these rabbit holes. I'll be like, holy freaking cow, what? There were civilizations like billions of years ago? I totally believed that anyway. I was like, something could have been here, and we just don't see any remnants because it's 30 feet below the surface of the earth. Just from billions of years of dirt traveling and wind blowing. But I could imagine many, if not thousands or millions of civilizations, existing prior to us. I got to play something. Let me see. I could use a laugh, and I need to actually eat something. I've not eaten tonight, so I'm going to throw this on. Let me see. I'm putting on Double Hook Situation. It's one of the funniest. It's a funny moment that we need to share with the world. Kathleen, how are you? Good to see you. So good to see you. All right, so I'm going to put this on for you guys. Let's see what we got.
Okay.
Apparently, Phil says that's absolutely not Kubrick. So we've been conned by a con brick. Stanley Conbrick. I thought you knew.
Your purchase could be free when you use your Credit Karma Visa debit card. Free groceries. Free.
It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
Today, looking for another way.
I'm here
My mind and
to ease my mind and help my living. It's a Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 982 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it, just like we do every single day. And I hope you guys are ready for a ride. What's that? Zabrowski, I'm in the middle of doing an introduction. You're going to interrupt me mid-intro? Yes, your woohoo is on time for tonight. Are you serious? I'm in the middle of saying hello. I see Susan Donahue. I see Bonnie. I see Rose and Trish. Zabrowski, he's messing it all up for us. I couldn't even finish the moment where I'm like, let's go, subscribe, dingy the belly, you know? I mean, like, if you don't subscribe and also ding the bell, you get unsubscribed 8 times like Susan Donahue. Yeah, no, it's bound to happen. You're like, oh, I subscribed already. They're like, no, you didn't. You didn't like it, though. If you subscribe it, but you also don't ding the bell, we actually think you hate it, and then we unsubscribe you. Like, that's how we work here at the Tuber. Like, oh, no, I subscribed. Yeah, but you didn't love it. Like, if you really liked it, you would have did dingy the belly. But you didn't do it. So we thought, like, here, you know, part of our guidelines and practices, you know, was that you hated that program. That's what we get from you not, you know, also dinging the bell, you know. So look, that's just what no, Zabrowski, enough of you. You go through all 6-pack, like all 6 yoo-hoos already. We're like not even at your woohoo yet, and you got a yoo-hoo problem, Mr. Woohoo and his yoo-hoo. Yeah. No, it's fine. Look, if you want to spend your hard-earned dollars for woohoos on yoo-hoos, like he brings his own as well. We give him a 6-pack every day, but apparently he's like mainlining a yoo-hoo, like on a daily. No, Zabrowski, it's not yet. It's another minute from now. You are pushing me tonight. What do you have plans? What do you got things to do? You can't hang out for at least your woohoo and then get up and go, get your check, and get the frig out of here? You know, yesterday, I gotta tell you, I can't believe I let you stay. After you pulled that woohoo shenanigans, I'm in the middle of reading a comment. And then you just rip the, you know, the Band-Aid off and go, woohoo, while I was like mid-comment reviewing. So like you, Zabrowski. I get my way. I'm doing a woohoo. Yeah, okay. Listen, I think it's about time you give it to us. And then hit the friggin' road. I'm just saying, the road is getting lonely. It's looking for a Zabrowski. You down? What? No, Joanne. We're almost there. Stop filing. You guys hear all that? Stop filing. Zabrowski's on. Hey, shh. Hold on. Zabrowski, let me get it. Woohoo! That was a marked improvement from yesterday. You know, because I was ready for it this time. I wasn't rushed on my end, you know. 6.7? I don't know. What do you guys think? Was that a 6.7? I mean, where did you put it 0 to 10? Zabrowski, your entire career, it's like just there on the balance. We're just going to see what happens here. If you can't get at least a 7, we're going to have to call it, you know, quits. We're going to just hire someone else. Joanne says she wants to be the woohoo guy for a little while. Joanne, you've got the worst voice in the world. No, you can't take voice lessons for that. That's not going to... You're just like a problem, you know? Like if I wasn't here talking into a microphone, having speakers blaring back into my ears, I wouldn't be able to tolerate it. I'd probably just be like, that's it. I'm done. I can't deal with this life anymore. Do you hear her filing? Zabrowski file. Zabrowski. She's always with the Zabrowski file. Listen, open up the Zabrowski file. See what's in there. Maybe take a couple notes. Oh, I'm going to need to get this, that, another thing for Zabrosk. You drop it in. Get the yoo-hoo. Don't forget, 6 more for tomorrow, Joanne. Put it on the table with a little note. Zabrosk, sorry for the delay. Hope you enjoy a yoo-hoo on me too. Me-hoo. Yeah. And then you're good, Still have a problem, with you napping on the job. Like, I don't know what that was about. Again, 50 doll hairs. Pew. I'm just counting them out one by one. Blonde. Today I got blonde doll hairs. She's walking away with 450 today. No, but Mark, please, I need my 500 doll hairs. She sells it on the open market. Yeah, you should have read the contract, Joanne. Anyway, look, I appreciate each and every one of you. I do want to share something that happened. I dropped this earlier today, and I do think it's probably one of the funniest things. But I really think everything we do here is kind of silly and funny. Maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, absolutely freaking crazy. No, what we did at the end of the show was even better with Juniper Berries. Juniper, seriously? Like, they're not going to say goodnight to Juniper Berries? Like, Joanne had a problem with that yesterday. That's coming out, I think, tomorrow. I'm going to probably drop that clip. But we did Karate Kid Situation today, which was pretty cool. And it looks like live comedy moment worked. We kind of just fulfilled that, but we're gonna play you something as well. You are aware, obviously, what's happening with Back to the Future, Mark. He's coming back as somebody else in the current time. Elon Marks. Look, you gotta worry. It's Elon Marks. He's there doing it. Tesla. I was like, I'm gonna come up with Tesla. I'm alive, 2 bodies, same time. Look, when you're Back to the Future, Mark, you can inhabit like 50 people at once if you wanted. I only usually did me and then one other, like Michelangelo, and I'm there at the same time. You know what I mean? And that was cool. Like when I was Ferdinand Magellan and I circumnavigated the globe, like I was also at the same time, I was the Prince of Spain. And just there, keeping an eye on Mark Jellin. I wanted to make sure I did everything right. So if I needed to intercede in one of the journeys, oh, you're not going the right way, Mark Jellin, you gotta go that way. Yeah, that way is where you go, and you want to circle the globe, right? You're not here going to try to find land, Mark Jellin. No, you're trying to do a circle-a-roo around the globe, so you can show people and tell them, look, it's not flat. Look, I did a full circle. The reality is, when you got that far, it just did like this weird, like you're the compass. Yeah, that thing starts doing like one of these. You're like, where am I? And like the Curse of the Black Pearl, Johnny Depp comes out of nowhere. Yeah. And all of a sudden you've got, like a Johnny Depp Black Pearl situation in Pirates of the Caribbean. And you're doing a Pirates of the Caribbean situation. All of a sudden you got one, you got the peg leg and a hook, and you're walking around going, arr, on the friggin' ship, and you're out there, you're trying to figure out just how to, get that vulture away, because you got one good one and you got the hook. So you're trying to hook the friggin' vulture. Not successful. He keeps dipping in and out. Sort of like Batmark, just able to get through, And so Hooky, we called you Hooky, and you're hooking people on the freaking ship, right? What the hell am I talking about? Captain Hook over there, right? I mean, like, you were there with Johnny Depp. He was the captain. And you're there, like, you can't wait to get your piece of gold, And you're like, parlay? And, you had to take a dive, dead man's dive. Is that what they called it? Something like that. And you went and jumped off the planks. You did a plank, in. When you dove in, the shark, they got you. At least that leg. That's why you had the peg and then your one hand, which is why we call you Hooky. When you are inhabiting a hook guy, on a ship and you're just kind of like second mate, you know, I'm like, I wasn't the captain. It would have been pretty cool if I'm walking around, arr, arr, I'm getting that vulture today, arr, you know, but no, I was like second mate. They're like, yeah, hey, Hooky, go freaking open up that, you know, we need to open up that mast. Get that mast going, Hooky. I'm hooking a friggin' rope trying to get that knot. They did a freaking sailor's knot on me. I'm trying to hook the sailor's knot with my old hook. No good. And that's where they were like, we're calling that guy Hooky. You see what he's doing over there? He's trying to hook the friggin' rope. First time through, I snapped that rope. I sharpened that hook. I got to get that vulture. All right. So that hook, you could go and right through a fish. You're gutting the fish, throwing it on the fire. I don't know if I forget if we really made. I don't think we did fires on the ship. No, no. But I was gutting and then eating them, sushi style. But when you got a hook, you better like fashion that hook into like a shank in a way. Like if you're not shanking people on a ship, Pirates of the Caribbean style, and you got the hook / peg going, and also you're wearing. I don't know if you really had something wrong with your eye or if you just thought it was appropriate to cover one of your eyes so you could be like, arr, and they're like, oh my goodness, it's one-eyed Hooky. When you were one-eyed Hooky and the guy over there's like, hey, Hooky, and you're like, arr, arr. Like, no, over here, arr, and you Hooky, we got to get the friggin' fly, Hooky. But the problem is Hooky fashioned that thing into a ship. When he went like this to get that fly, put it right through his hand. Yeah, now he has 2 hooks. He's walking around double hooks. That's why, Hooky really stuck, after he had the double hook situation going on. Look, if you're not going to be okay with a guy sitting at the table with 2 hook shivs, and just like grabbing the chicken and then like cutting it up Baraka style from Mortal Kombat and taking that chicken with the same hook and just throwing it in the air because you can't get too close. I mean, he's kind of mastered like taking that carcass and just eating it off of the hook. But it's tough when he needs to go to the bathroom. That one, doesn't, he smells really bad. He's not able to do a cleaneroo. Like, how you doing? Oh yeah, that's right. He's doing like the jump in the water situation and hope that works. No, it doesn't work. You need to do some, you can't rub up against a barnacle, be like, yeah, I'm good to go. You're not good to go. No, you're smelling pretty terrible and you got a barnacle in your butt now. Yeah. No, look, it's okay. You got a little barnacle in your hiney butt. And you're dealing with it, but the important thing is, the barnacle acts like a little bit like toilet paper, so you're kind of working with like, a head start next time around, but, we feel bad for Hooky. Bottom line. Poor Hooky. Hooky had it really bad when he was trying to clean himself on the barnacle. And another shark came and took the other leg. Double pegs, double hooks. Arr! Had that parrot on his shoulder and a stupid eye covered. Hooky. They still talk about Hooky. Like, you could go into any pirate museum and be like, can you tell me about Hooky? They're like, oh, you mean the double hook guy with the double friggin' peg legs with the parrot on his shoulder and the eye that's covered? We didn't know if there was anything wrong with his eye, but he just had the eye covered. We think there's a story that old Hooky, he's there doing his hook thing, and he took that friggin' shiv and he went like this, and he grabbed the patch and he picked it up, and he's looking like this because he needed to see what was going on over there, and he couldn't turn. He had a bad neck that day. He woke up on the wrong side of the stone. And when he got up, he couldn't turn his neck. So he's like, I need to be able to see. I gotta see what's going on in the sea. And he took the shiv hook, opened up his eye, and he goes, they're coming. And so he could tell that they were coming. And there was a story. Like, this is a worldwide story. You go and talk Blackbeard? No. Hooky McGee. Are you kidding me? Hooky McGee You can't be a Hooky McGee. Second mate. Hooky. Arr, Hooky. Geez, hey, Hooky, do me a favor. Why don't you sit down and put those friggin' peg feet up there? Yeah. You think you got a parrot thing going on. Teach that parrot how to say a few things like, hey, Hooky, you want me to get that for you? Like, what are we talking about over here? You can't teach Hooky's parrot to be like like a service parrot? I got a service parrot named, Chester. Chester is my parrot. And when I want to do stuff, Chester simply says, what can I do for you, Hooky? Can I get that for you, Hooky? Arr, yeah, Chester. Arr, get that for me. It's in the books. You got to read more. You got to look up the ancient documents. You're not looking up the ancient documents. What are you looking at? Oh, I went to Google. You did a Google? I'm sorry. I sometimes am just questioning reality. Like, well, you're there doing a Google? I'm on Google. First of all, now you're tracked. They're tracking the friggin' hell out of you. No, I just was looking this. Yeah, they got that. They got a friggin' profile on you. Yeah. You got to do it like, if you're thinking about it, you better duck go it. You duck go it, and you get yourself behind scene. You're not talking about a Google anymore, okay? But you can't get your information from a Google. They tell you what they want you to hear. And you're going to sit there and take it? That's great. Yeah, no, this is good. Let me get 4 of them in my shelter. You took the information in. Hooky McGee was, he was a pirate ahead of his time, really, if you think about it. He was the first pirate, on record with a double hook situation. First pirate on record with a double, peg leg situation going on. And also with a service parrot. That's like on, you go and look in the books. They're like, first service parrot ever, Chester McGee. They call look, it was Hooky McGee's parrot. So they went with Chester McGee. Chester McGee was the first service parrot ever. I just can't believe you didn't know that. Like, I don't know. You know what it is? You can't find those encyclopedias anymore. You got to search back. This is pre-73. You want to find anything on Hooky McGee? Anything on Chester McGee, the parrot? That says, "Arr, oh, what can I get for you, Hooky?" You got to go pre-73. Pre-73 is where all the goods are. Yeah, that's where they tell you all the stuff. Then they were like, oh, we can't let people know about Hooky. Look, Hooky. The thing about Hooky is this. People are like, if everybody learns about Hooky, then you're going to have people who are like, I'm going to go for it. If Hooky could do it, that became a bumper sticker. If Hooky could do it. Hooky did it. Double hook style, sharpened them to a shiv, pegging it. Arr, they're coming. How's that eye doing over there? Look good to me when you picked it up with your shiv hook and you took a look over there with your stiff neck. What did you do to your neck last night? I slept on the rock wrong. Oh, you slept on the... Okay. Where are you sleeping? You're sleeping on a friggin' rock, Hooky? It feels good on my hooks. It feels good on his hooks. What are we talking about? Hooky McGee. This friggin' guy. If they had made a statue of Hooky, it's the first thing that would have been taken down. Yeah, they're going to rip down the Hooky statue. Oh, we can't have a Hooky. Hooky was the most prejudiced, racist pirate of all. Oh, well, how do you figure? Well, because he had the hooks. And because he had the pegs. That's just freaking racist. They ripped him down. They would have. They would have been like, we got to find any Hooky, memorabilia there is, and tear it to shreds. Let's do it in a public square. We're going to light it in effigy. Hooky. Poor Hooky. He's rolling around the sea right now. Arr. Double hook hook situation. He got a swordfish down there. Now he's wearing that on his face. Swordfish on his face, double hook situation, peg legging it. The parrot went down with him too. Arr, what can I do for you, Brigham? They're having problems breathing below water. That I get, you know. That one makes sense to me. So anyway, you know, if Hooky really, you know, doesn't get his fair share of publicity in 2022, I'm going to go and write my first book about Hooky. Hooky and the story about a pirate that was misunderstood. The story of Hooky, a pirate that just never gave up. Arr! Hooky, the first pirate to train a parrot to be a service parrot. By Menon. When you get to the by Menon, that is the end of the bit. You gotta understand, you can't go beyond that. Hooky's done. He's gone now. We put Hooky in the freaking dead man's grave there. As you just roll him into the sea. See you, Hooky. Arr, he was still alive. We didn't know. We weren't, like, that was the thing. We had no idea. Hooky fell asleep for a few days. He was just like, he had a couple of too many, and like Hooky's there. First of all, when Hooky takes his hookies into a barrel of whiskey, he sometimes will literally break the thing, and it's like, what do I do? He took the thing, it was pouring all over him. We couldn't smell that, though. We all had colds that day. And so we couldn't smell the alcohol on him, and Hooky's there. He wasn't, like, it didn't look like he was breathing at all. So we're like, Hooky was a good pirate. Yar, he used to get his gold shillings, and he couldn't spend them because of his friggin' hooks. But he had them. And so, Hooky, we say goodbye to you, and we wish you well, and you go into Davy Jones' locker. And he kicked him off into the air. He's going off the ship. I'm still alive! Oh my goodness, Hooky! Who cares? He only had the hooks. He had freaking 2 hooks, and this starts to be like the consensus. Who cares? He had freaking 2 hooks. That guy was more of a problem for us, right? I mean, you want to share your shillings with Hooky? Then you go get Hooky. You bring him back on. You share your spoils with Hooky. You take your care. I got 10 pieces of gold. You're going to give Hooky 5 then. Go get him. I'm good with, like, we had a cool thing with this guy, Hooky, and he died, you know? He died. He was just like, he died, and we rolled him in Davy Jones' locker. What? No, that's not insensitive. Hooky got a good run. Guys, let's be honest. Hooky had a heck of a friggin' run. And you guys want to bring him back from the dead? No, I know he's not dead yet, but you want to bring him back from potentially dead? And you, am I the only one? You guys are going to sit there quiet and let me make this decision? Huh? Captain Clark? Guys, look, I'm not going back in for him. I'm good. All right? Hooky was a good guy. He was a good pirate. But as soon as he lost that other friggin' hand, and he went double hook style, I'm sorry. Look, as the captain of this ship, I don't need a double hook situation while we're trying to go and plunder. You want to go plunder? Double hook situation? You're right. No, he was very good on offense. When we needed to go and we needed to plunder and jump from ship to ship. And somehow we haven't started at the top, so he would do like the zip line situation. Arr! And he would always get a couple of bad pirates. Yeah, maybe you guys think we should get Hooky back and just like keep him in a cage, right? And then every once in a while when we need to take him out to fight, you know, where we're like, we're going to take over that ship over there. We get Hooky out, right? Hear me out. He's trying to swim with the hook hands. I think he may be having a tough time, guys. He's got pegs for legs. He's got hooks for hands. And he's got a eye patch on. That probably fell off. But we're pretty sure his eye is fine, right? Like, Schooner, You saw him jump over and do the situation where he's wiping his hiney butt in the water. He needed to clean it off because he can't clean his butt with the hook hands. And didn't you say his eye looked fine? There was no like weirdness to it when he looked out to the left to see that they were coming. Arrgh. Look, I'm prepared to take the lead here and say Hooky was a good man. He was a good pirate. And he died a good pirate. Shut up, Hooky! We can still hear. We're trying to say your goodbyes. You're there, screaming up to us. I am still alive. Arr! Arr! Come save me. Somebody pushed me in. Yeah, we pushed you in. We thought you were friggin' dead. Will you die already? We're trying to do an obituary for you. Live. We're doing a live obituary. Yeah, no, did you see Carcass over there? Yeah, he didn't want you to stay either. Listen, you guys got to get rid of the flies on the ship. Okay, first of all, why don't I have a ship here? That would have been much better. But you better get it together, guys, or else you're the next guy that goes over the edge. And we're not going to wait for you to wake up either to see if you're alive. Hooky, be quiet. No. We're not getting you. We've determined that you're nothing but a pain in the neck. And you always have those demands? Arr, can you help me with that? You're always asking for someone to help you with that? You know what? I think it's probably, I think it's about time we just move on, people. Let's just move on down the road, mosey on down the road. Don't listen to the screaming, okay? That is not Hooky. Hooky's gone, guys. That is a spirit of a demon taking over Hooky. Hooky, he died. Remember? We all saw him. He was dead. We kicked him off the side. Dead man's, Davy Jones' locker situation. He's there now. And a demon is trying to get us to come back. Well, you guys want demon on board? Black Pearl situation? Now our souls are damned. Because you guys wanted to save Hooky. Demon Hooky. This is Hooky the Demon now. This is like, we're talking really sorcery type of stuff. I'm not going there. Hooky is dead to me. Hooky, no, I don't believe you when you say none of that's true. I believe it's true. I believe it's all true. No, we won't believe your lies that you love all of us, Hooky. We do not believe any of it. You are just a straight liar. Demon! Leave Hooky's body to rest in the sea. He died 15 minutes ago. You're going to pretend that you're Hooky and all of a sudden you got light and love coming out of your heart? No, I'm sorry. That wasn't the real Hooky anyway. Like, right, guys? You remember Hooky was a jerk, right? Walking around with that scowl on his friggin' face. Arr. He had the pirate, the stupid parrot had a scowl too. Arr. Like, who, I mean, seriously. If Hooky didn't die and, he was alive, who would have been happy that we still had Hooky? Okay, so a few of you would have been happy if Hooky didn't die. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're dead, dude. You are not an alive pirate anymore. You died. We rolled you off Davy Jones' locker. You were dead. Just because a demon's trying to come back on the boat right now to do a dead pearl, Black Pearl situation? No. We're not doing that with you, Hooky. Just let your hooks, the weight of your 8-pound hooks, just take you to the bottom of the sea. Demon be gone, How are those pegs doing? You're trying to tread water with a hook situation, double hook situation. You're doing the half legs because you got pegs, both sides. Arr, I'm still alive. You're not still alive. Guys, right? We all saw Hooky die. This is obviously some sort of, ghost trying to come back and take our souls now.
You guys can't go get gold anymore and plunder.
I want to plunder. I'm thinking if we plunder, we have a better chance without, a demon hooky, Yeah, yes, you are a demon hooky. You are the demon. You're not. No, you're not. We're not getting you. No. Just freaking die already. No, guys, it's not hooky. That's not hooky. Double hook situation. Come on. You guys know that double hook situation could never tread water for that long. He died in now 25 minutes ago.
I'm still alive. My heart is beating for you.
Hooky, you never would have said that to anybody. Now all of a sudden your heart's beating for us? Yeah, demon in disguise. Look, I was always told that when someone is really being nice, it's because they're mean. Yeah, it was in a Bible or something like that. Bottom line is hooky. Yeah, we're going to leave him in the sea. I think it's the right thing to do. You guys are on board, right? Leave the demon in the sea. Okay, demon, hooky, we wish you well. Please stop the screaming. We don't want to hear your lying tongue, the sound of the voice and the siren-esque type of thing where you're doing the work of the devil. No, we really did like Hooky when he was alive. It's too bad that a demon is attempting to take over his soul and come back. It was a shame. We did like Hooky, especially the way he would plunder ships with us. Sometimes he would do a Wolverine situation, but as a single, adamanthian, he's single. It's also tough because, again, he's worth 7 pounds. Dude, Lucky was jacked over here because he's always doing one of the Wolverine situations, And so he, when you've got chests like the size of an Olympian, and you're, I guess the treading water makes sense. Guys, maybe that is Hooky. Maybe Hooky is still alive. And that's not a demon. And maybe we should bring him back and we'll have a Hooky still. We'll have a double hook situation to go into the next plunder. What do you guys think? When you got a Hooky situation, you deal with it, people. Don't forget the Hooky. Hooky is a good man. Some people have a problem with him. But that's on them, you know what I mean? It's not on you by any means, Let's see. I'm in the middle of working on something. So I'm going to put something else on for you so I can let some magic take place, and then I will be back. Let's go into the vault. You guys want to go vault style? We're going vault style. You guys ready for some old school? Ready for a laugh? Give that a like.
Your purchase could be free when you use...
Wow. Check it. Guys, come down. California love. Wow. California knows how to party. No. Of course they know how to party. They shake it down. They get down with the jumper. Melodia. And everybody get down. Get pairing up. We're gonna dance. Ready, Melodia? Here we go. In the city of Compton, we keep it rockin'. Melodia, keep it rockin'. Here we go. Don't go to the gold toilet. And let me welcome to the LBC. I had to throw the gold toilet thing in there. Are you kidding me? Guys, are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. I cannot believe California Love. Yeah, Tupac. We did here on the show. Done. Did it. It's in the books. It's on the YouTube page. The crazy thing is, I kind of wish I had the music in the background and we could have done it because then it would have been even better. Now I'm thinking we should just play it in the background right now and let's sing it. Let's do it, because the way I did it, I did the lyrics so that I just threw music over the background and it was like, Poopy Scooper. Yeah, I know. It was. It was like Joe Biden did it. Well, he did. He actually sang a lot of it. And when he did, the people all came around and fell asleep. He's really good at getting people to fall asleep. Okay, here we go. It was California Love. Yeah, check it out at the LBC. It's at the Trumper. Then we got the USB. Something like that, I forget. California Love. Let's do it. Let's just pretend we know. Oh, I think this is it right here. What do we got? Oh, you may not hear it in the background, though. What? Can you hear that? What? Yeah. Yeah, now let me tell you about the LBC. I got to getting down with the D-O-double-G. And down 9 to 5, I'm gonna get it down and you're gonna feel alive. I'm going down to 7-Eleven, get a big gulp. Oh yeah, what they got? I got a Coca-Cola, gonna slip it down, gonna get myself a Twinkie on the side. I just love this freaking song. Am I gonna get in trouble for playing it though? Probably. Someone could have stopped it right now. Cause you know, I gotta say, that's a brown cow. And then there's a black one over there. And a white one with spots. And you know I gotta say, yo, this thing is hot. We're gonna go California Love till the sun come down. Gonna go up with the mo. Oh, guys, I don't think we could do it. We're gonna try. We're gonna get down. Eat some small fries. We're gonna get some sauce on the side. Dip it in. Oh, God, wow. I gotta have to raise it then. It's like a wheat thin. And I got it with the Triscuit. Then you know I'm gonna have it with the biscuit. Gonna dip it in the gravy. Guys, I'm out of my freaking mind. I know, sorry. I just love that tune so much. I just have to find California Love lyrics. Hold on. I'm going to get in trouble for this, I'm sure, but whatever. We're going to do it because it's just too freaking awesome. The song is awesome. Lyrics. There we go. All right, so guys, you ready? You guys ready for this? I don't know how it's going to go, if we're going to get in trouble if I know this, but we're doing it anyway. Wow. Check it. Guys, come down. California Love. Wow. California knows how to party. No. Of course they know how to party. They shake it down. They get down with the Trumper, Beladia. And everybody get down. Get pairing up. We're gonna dance. Ready, Beladia? Here we go. In the city of Compton. We keep it rockin', Beladia, keep it rockin'. Here we go, don't go to the gold toilet. And let me welcome to the LBC. I had to throw the gold toilet thing in there. Are you kidding me? Guys, are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Is this even working? Can you guys even hear this? Or is it just me talking to nothing? I gotta just quickly check and make sure you can even hear this. Hold on. Oops. Yeah, you can hear it. All right, good. Guys, just want to make sure I'm not doing it alone. You're like, this guy's making noise and there's nothing in the background. He's sounding like seriously, right now. All right, so let's do this again. Trumper from the top, Trumper, okay? Is it going to be Trumper? It's going to be whoever. Here we go. Look, check it out. LBC, getting down, you and me. It's the Trumper. California, love it. Yes, good to do the W side, like I'm from the West Coast. I've only been there 4 days in my life. Let's go. Here we go, California Love. They know how to party. They know how to shake it down. Now look at that, gonna get you down. Downtown, Judy Brown. Here we go. Yeah, in the city of LA. You know, in the city of Washington, the city of Compton. That's right, we keep it rockin'. We keep it rockin', Beladia. That's right. Put that into bed. Don't go to the gold. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm killing myself here.
Wow, let me welcome everybody to Wild Wild West. It's staying untouchable like alien master track. It's the air drum like slug in the chest. The pack of vest and the Jimmy and the city is sucked. And we in the sunshine state, the bomb ass hemp. Let's see, look, I don't even know how the part goes. I messed it up. Hold on, I missed the hemp beat. I don't know, that part's gonna go backwards. Can we slow it down? Tupac, I told you to send me the slower version. Could somebody please get me Tupac on the line? I know you have to call like 15 people and find him underground in Puerto Rico. But please, tell him I need to talk to him. Does he have a slower version for the drummer? Because Trump can't do it this fast. It's too fast for Trump to speak. Maybe Joe Biden could do better. Let's give him a shot. Here we go. Joe Biden on California, dreaming. That's right. Look, we're going to win this election thanks to California and the 53 electoral votes we got from them. California knows how to party. Hey, Chameleon, get over here. Check it out. California Chameleon knows how to party. I think they're right, because she says she was an Indian. Now she's black. I don't know which one she is. She takes it a different way every day. That's literally a thing with her. But anyway, let's get to the song. Here we go. In the city of Watts. Oh, this is the big reveal. Here we go. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. A track hits your eardrum like a slug in the chest. A pack of vests for your Jimmy Sue in the sex. And then we tune in the sunshine state with the bomb ass beat. And start down the pain with the dance floor empty. And put some mission on the greens. A lean, mean money maker machine. A serving greens, my Aunt Judy said so. And the bean and the greens. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes ever since Honey's wearing Sassoon. Now it's 1995, clock me in the watch with the diamond shining. And look, my Aunt Judy sent me, and she said, you're gonna win, Joe, just keep on going. And don't tell them that you're corrupt, because they already know. And I'm trying to find the lyrics, and they're just going really slow. Shake it, baby. I said, shake it, baby. Shake the ballot box, baby. We're going to find a couple votes for the Trumper. We're trying to find 50 billion more for the Biden, because he only had about 20 million votes. That's right, 55 million fake votes, because people never vote for a sleep sofa. Nobody likes sleep sofas. They don't want to bring a sleep sofa anymore. They don't want a sleep sofa. It's not good for them. I have to shut off the tune before we get the baboon showing up and say, what are you doing? You can't use the song, man, because Tupac's gonna come from Puerto Rico, hit you with the Facce. Say you can't do that. You see, it's not okay. Shake it, baby. I shake it. Whoa, check it out. It's the Long Beach in the house. Oakland definitely in the house. Pasadena, where are you? Whoa. Everyone always up to no good, you know, in the Hollywood trying to get a piece of the baby. Sacramento. Wow! Sacramento! We at Christopher Walken trying to be a cat in the night. Gonna prowl. Gonna jump out on that brown cow I talked about earlier. Holy cow, guys, seriously? Are you freaking kidding me? This is something we should have had done. Who needed Tupac when you had Donald Trump? We could have made a big league. We could have won big league with Donald Dre. We could have said Donald Dre. That's right, the Tupac to Dre. We're getting ghetto down with the Trump. Let's get the Tupac Trump. We're getting down with the say. We're getting down every day. That's right, the big lay. Big lay, a big lay, a big league. Guys, I know I'm an idiot. What the hell is something fun to do on a Friday night of the Real Talk Show?
Yes,
guys.
sir. All right, so I'm playing you this one.
Are you looking for moments like
We're
this?
moving through
Join
it.
eHarmony for free and find your real love.
They're pulling this one tonight.
If you're doing online meetings,
This will
you
not
have
be
to
a
try
worldwide
Chris. With the magic of a click.
show this evening.
We're going to try this. Do you guys remember this song? This is probably one of the best songs when I was a kid. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Uncle Rick, could you tell us a bedtime story? Huh? What, kid? Please.
Here we go.
Once upon a time, long ago, people wore pajamas, life moved slow. We what's the start? And the justice thought people were behaving like they ought to know God. The little boy was misled, but another little boy is what he said. Me and you, Ty, we're gonna make some cash, robbing old folks and making the dash. They did the job, and better keep with ease, but oh, what stopped it was like a disease. Tried to daughter, and his sister, his Aunt Judy. Tried to rob the man was the DT undercover. The grab started to erratic. He said, keep still, boy, you need to rob static. Punched him in the belly, he gave him a slap, but the boy didn't know the little boy was strapped. He kicked him with the gun, he said, would you hit me? A barrel straight for the cops kicked it. He said the cop was scared, the kid. He started to figure, I'll do years if I pull this trigger. So he called Dad, straight around the block, cop radios to another lady cop. Wow, and then he ran in the tree. He said there's a sister, shot her in the head, and then he missed her. Look around good for expectations, so he decided to head to subway stations. What was coming made a laugh. He was running top speed, he was out of breath, knocked an old man down, so I killed him. And then he made his move about the building, ran upstairs, up to the top floor, opened the door. Guess who he saw? He saw Dave, the tofu, shooting dope with up to bite it. He was murdered with this man. And so he said, need a bullet, hurry up, man. And tofu brought back to the spigot shotgun. He was outside, and there the cops were all over. He jumped into his car, it was a stolen Chevy Dover. They ripped up the block, onto an 83, crashed into the tree near University. Escaped alive, though the car was battered. He ran a tat-a-tat, with the cops scattered. He ran into the bullets, it's still static. He ran the pregnant lady, pulled out the battock. He said, put it to her head, he said the gun was full of lead. He told the cop, oh, that he's dead. He said deep into her heart. He knew he was wrong. He started to let the lady go, run on. Sirens sounded, and then a bit along, then got surrounded. Wow, and before the little got surrounded, dropped his gun and went to glory. End of the story. He was 17. A man's dream. Wow, the cop shot the kid. This is BLM story. You laugh. It's just another case about a long path. Shot an arrow. Yo, the soul is cast. Good night. Whoa. I said knock him out the box, Rick. I said knock him out the box, Rick. I said knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out the box, Rick. I said knock him out the box, Rick. Knock him out the box, Rick. I said my Aunt Judy knocked him out the box. My Aunt Judy rocks him out the box. Well, yeah, that's really good. You get it down. It's our day Trump. I'm gonna kick it to go with the dog pound. With Snoop Dogg. Snoopy, come on, Snoopy Dogg, come here. My shizzle, my nizzle. Wow! Guys! You crazy! Knock him out the box, Chris! Knock him out the box! You knock him! Christopher Walken style! You knock and clack him! You gotta take him down Chinatown! Do it! Knock him out the box, quick! Good night!
Ah! So it gets better, guys. It gets better. Are you ready for the best one of all? We're going to try this. Do you guys remember? Here we go. Who remembers this one? Who remembers this one? Keith, you remember, brother?
Oh, yeah. What's up? You guys got it? We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it down. We're gonna have so much fun. Let's take it out. Oh, I said, now what you hear is not a test. Step rapid to the beat. Add be the groove and perfect. Could have tried to move your feet. You see, I'm ready to Trump, and I've got to say hello. I got a black that is hey. I got to get the black, the white, the red, the brown, the purple, and yellow. But first I got bang, bang, the boogie, the bug, the chicken, the boogie, the beat. I said, bang, bang, boogie, chuggy. I gotta say, let's rock, don't stop. Gotta get the rock rhythm, and then you make the body rock. You go so far, you hear my voice, you stick. TikToks is the newest thing, and all the people, they have no brain, they can't do it. There's no talent at all. They're going, me and that, though. I got a 50 million views. Holy cow, they made like this move. Oh my gosh, I gotta go and watch it 50 times more. Let me share it again, because holy cow, I gotta tell my friend, there's this girl, she goes like this really good. Oh my god, let's make her a star. Look, bang bang, the boogie, the chick, the boogie, bang bang. So check it out, I'm in the casa, the NODVA. Oh, I said the CASA, the NOVA, and the rest is the FLY. That's right, cause you know I go by the code of the doctor of the mix. And then I say I'm mixing to the top. I don't know how it goes, guys. It's been too long, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's what I'm saying. I gotta play, I gotta go there and say, look, we need to get another guy. Get Christopher Walken out here. Maybe he can do a little better. I got a Lincoln Continental, the sunroof is the Cadillac. Wow! So after school, I take a dip in the pool. It was really wild. Wow! Color TV. I gotta say, the Knicks play basketball. Wow! Hear me talk about the checkbooks, the credit cards, and more money. Well, the sucker could have a spend, but I wouldn't give a sucker a bomb in the rocker. Wow! Now the dimes again. Wow! Everybody go! Hotel, motel, what you gonna go today? Wow! Say what? I don't know. Get the flying girl. Gonna Dallas, spank the drive off the death. OJ gonna go. Not OJ Simpson, bad guy. She gone to jail forever. Maybe get killed because he killed 2 people. Maybe let him go. Look, a couple years later, his dad Jackie Treehorn. That's not his name. It's Jackie, whatever the freak his name. Anyway, I got to speak the drive. I got to death to OJ. Yeah, OJ's gotta get there again. It's the Master G, Mr. Bello. What you gonna say? Hello? You gonna Master Bello? Well, it's on and on and on and on, and the beat don't stop till the break of dawn. I said I'm M-A-S-T-E-R-G. I'm at the man with the double E. I said I go by the name, the unpet name. It's the call, the Master G. But my name is known all over the world by the boxer ladies, the pretty girls. I'm going down in history as the baddest rapper ever yet could be. Yeah, we went with this beat. We went with this beat. We said it's the baddest thing you ever see. Yeah, I don't think so. You ever heard of other people like Mos Def? Maybe other people like Tupac or people like a Biggie Smalls. I don't know, cause you're gonna fall. You're gonna kill. You're the first guy, maybe definitely gonna be the worst guy. But you got something going. We're gonna dig it. We're gonna say, whoa, rappers delight. We're kicking. We're gonna go all night. I said a hip it, chop, chop, to chicky, chop, chop. I said a Biggie Lee, look, Balladia, don't go this, go toilet, because you know you had to take an S-I-D-D in the toilet. And I didn't want to say the word, but it did rhyme with it. If you're gonna go, cause you gotta get with it. I'm gonna get down, gonna feel with a little disco. Gonna take it to the sky. Here we go. Look, 50 million views. Can't believe it. It's that really cool move. Oh, look what the TikTok. Give me some more cries and he gave it a shot. He goes, hit the guitar. I said, oh my God, it's gonna go really far. We're gonna make it viral. We're gonna tell everybody. Gonna give it to the hashtag. Look, for you. Gonna give it to for you. Gonna say what for you? Yeah, gonna say for you, baby. That's right. We're gonna give it to the Balladia. Don't go toilet. I told you, don't go near it. I wrote all over this paper. Then I told you, no Slovenians. You can't go near the toilet. So you gotta tell Barry not to wait. He gotta get up. He can't sleep. There you go. We're gonna do a song at the Real Talk Show. Gonna do a rapper's delight. And don't you know I said it fancy? Did you see? I'm in the trapper. I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna kick him in the tupper. What? I gotta know. I can't say it, cause you gotta flow. Gotta play all night, yo. Look, I'm with a big league. I'm with the bigger league. You know, I call it BIGLEAGUE. With the big league. Yeah, that's what we talk about. I don't jump every day. Every day. We gotta kill a guy. His name is Barrett, you know. He's gonna take over the world. Yeah, we're gonna let him take over the world. They said, look, take your Ferrari, take your Porsche. You're gonna go out and say, yeah, I got no report. My name is Barrett. I'm gonna kick it down. I'm gonna kick you with the rum. I got the sharp drum shaker. I made up a song. It's called the Rum Shaker. Yeah, they stole it for me. I'm not on J. I'm in a big league. I'm gonna take him to court. I'm gonna say I'm the one who wrote that song for short. That little beat, the one that went B-E-A-T. Yeah, it's a beat. That's right. I made it up. I made the first beat. I'm not on J. Sub, but I'm sweet. Yeah, I rock and roll. I rock and roll. I rock and chip, chop, chop. Don't go near the gold toilet. I can't tell you again. I put a sign on the wall, but she just doesn't seem to. Look at it. She kept. But you have these freaking eyes, all you do, you gaze through things. You look through it because you're Balladia. Oh my God, you just turned someone to stone and then you turned it back to life. And then you bitch them, oh, holy cow, burn it to life. Oh yeah, you are, because it's Balladia. Because she burned my gold toilet just the other day. Oh, what you gonna say? I don't know, I'm gonna sway my arms back and back to say, hey, I'm gonna, oh my gosh, because it's Saturday Night Live, yo. I can't believe we don't have more people live for this crazy puppet. Look, we're winning big league. Winning big league. Wow, I'm gonna take over. Oh, over the shoulder, boulder, holder. We shot it when we were kids. What's gotta get rid of the crazy feelings and tell that crazy girl she's got the one. Fix the side, push the toilet paper, make you feel like she got something. Look, he's so funny. You can call him. You steal advice. You say, don't get in a fight. You tell me, look, you're only 14. You're gonna grow. That's what we happen to do. We're all people. You're human. You don't want to watch TV. You're so fake people. You see a Pamela Anderson standing there. She goes, oh, look, she's Baywatch. Yeah, she did. She got her red ones, but fake. I know. I had some stage the other night, but her husband at the time was this creepy guy. He used to play the drums, used to say it all the time. I had oh, I don't know. My name is something Lee. I can't think of the first day. I don't know. I think it's Tommy Lee. I said, Tommy Lee. He said, holy cow. I said, Tommy Lee, Tommy Lee. I got a little crazy video with my ex-wife. Her name was Pamela Lee. That was Pamela Anderson. There's Pamela Lee Anderson. Yeah, she used to be a Baywatch. Then we said, what? Now she's got herself on the Swatch watch, and she can't say what I'm gonna do. I got a hot Taco Bell. Guys, what the hell am I doing? I gotta hide at Taco Bell. You're gonna hide at Taco Bell? Really? Holy cow. Oh my goodness. It's so good to see you guys. We're kicking it like we do every single night. It is officially an hour and 37 minutes into this show. I'm gonna pop something on real quick for you. And give myself another laugh, and hopefully give you a laugh. We're going old school again tonight. We did this last night too. I didn't play this. I was planning on playing it for you last night, and we didn't get to it, so I want to live up to what I say I'm going to do. So, without a further ado, I'm going to play you something special. This is a continuation from last night. Why don't I see? Let's try this way. There we go. So, if you guys are looking for a laugh, like I know I'm looking for one, and you know we're in a pandemic, right? It's only natural that you see how I basically was Nostradamus on this one. You'll see.
From the creators of South Park, the
No
best musical of
Mark
this century,
Stradamus.
and the funniest musical of all
Don't forget
time.
about it. When you got a Mark Stradamus situation going on, this happens.
Hammerlin Jamison introducing episode 16 of the Tidal Drum Show, The Gates to Evil. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on episode 16 of the Tidal Drum Show. Today we're talking about Dr. Evil. That's right, Bill Gates, Facce. They're all in it together. And I think you'll be surprised when you see Vladimir Putin in the mix. And even George Soros. So we're going to get into it now. Let's take a look at the first piece.
Dr. Evil, are you there?
Well, hi, Bill Gates. How are you?
Do you have a second to talk?
Yep, I'm here in the evil lair right now. I heard about all your work on the vaccines. Quite promising. Hold on. Put you on speakerphone. So tell me, what's the latest, Bill?
Look, we have to get our vaccines in order if we want to try to stop the spread of the coronavirus. And consequently, I own all of the patents, and I have all of the companies that are actually going to provide the vaccines. And Moderna, you may have heard of, that's actually my company. I'm going to be the one who makes all the money at the end. But we have to do it. It's going to kill a lot of people, and it's going to put a lot of more money in my pocket to be the shelf effect, where everybody else dies and I get everything. I'm going to try to take over the world, is really the plan here.
Look, Bill, that's usually what we do here at Evil Headquarters. I'm frickin' Dr. Evil. Anyway, how could I help?
Well, it looks like I've got everybody lined up and ready for the big reveal. They're all afraid. They're at home quarantined, and they're not sure if it's safe to go outdoors. So they're ready for the takedown.
Yeah, I get it. You want to take over the world.
People are starting to understand that I have an ulterior motive, and it's financially based, it's population reduction based, and they don't like it. And I just want to try to find out how to do it successfully like you did.
I don't have time to give you the ins and outs.
Do you have any tips or suggestions that you can give me?
Well, Bill, fear seems low. I would release the murder hornets.
Well, I really appreciate your advice, Dr. Evil. I know you've gone through this before.
I do take over the world at least once a month.
I think it's very important that we do this the right way.
The right way is the only way.
If we do it correctly from the beginning, then I'm going to be the leader of the world.
Look, Bill, I'm going to be honest with you. What's yours is mine. I'm just going to do it all myself. I already released the murder hornets. Don't open your windows. Frankly, I was shaken by the images. I could not believe it when I had this YouTube video sent to me. These things are going on behind the Trumpers' back. And I don't like it. No. We're going to stop the Dr. Evil. We're going to stop Bill Gates. He's not even a freaking doctor. You know that, right? He's not a doctor. Doesn't even play a doctor on TV. He just pretends. He walks around, puts a stethoscope on, I think, when he's at home. Melinda, look, I've got a stethoscope on. I'm a doctor. No, you're not. You're just a stupid billionaire. Well, look, let's keep going. Let's see what these morons are up to.
Number 2, get me Bill Gates.
Dr. Evil. Bill Gates is on the evil monitor.
Bill, it's Dr. Evil. Oh, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you?
I'm doing great, Bill.
So glad to get you on the line again.
I think it's about time we release our secret weapon. Can you get him on the line, number 2?
Dr. Evil. Call on the evil monitor.
Dr. Facce. It's Dr. Evil.
Hello, Dr. Evil.
Look, Facce, we need you to continue pushing the narrative. If we want them to take the vaccine, they need to be scared.
So we need the public to believe that they're in danger. And the only one who's in control of that right now is Dr. Facce.
Well, we have to be very careful. We can't let the president know what we're doing. Look, we need to continue to push fear. If we want them to take the vaccine, we're going to have to pretend that they need it.
So I'm going to get onto every network station, and I'm going to continue to push the narrative.
I'm thinking about deploying the murder hornets. We should probably be searching for a murder hornet vaccine as we speak. This sounds like a great idea, Dr. Facce. Get on it, and I'll see you guys soon. Just remember, keep me apprised. Wait, no, hold on, I'm not done. We're going to have to continue to act stealth with this mission. One more thing, don't forget our mantra. We all need vaccines.
That we all need vaccines. And I will eventually take over the world.
See, this is the agenda of the New World Order, run by Bill Gates, President Xi. They drop a virus, I call it the Fluhan, on the world. They cripple the global economic system. They put everybody in quarantine. They gotta wear a mask. You can't go out without a mask. And everybody's still fine. The death rate's like the frickin' flu. And they say everybody must get a vaccine. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I won't be getting a vaccine. You've got an immune system for a reason. You don't need an immunity like a vaccine made by people like Fauci that just are trying to line their pockets with dollar bills, y'all. So take a look at this last clip. Kinda pisses me off. He called me in pocket dial. You'll see, take a look.
Number 2, get me Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
If you have a phone anywhere in the room right now, in your hands or on your desk, wherever, check this video out. This iPhone right here emits harmful levels of EMF radiation, and this here is an EMF radiation detector. So multiple studies have shown that EMF radiation can cause disturbances in your sleep, headaches, depression, fatigue, lack of concentration, changes in memory, and even dizziness. So what do you want to do? Do you want to sit around all day with this EMF radiation in your pocket, or do you want to try to block it? So this little sticker here, it's a low-powered magnet that was made in Germany, and it actually eliminates EMF radiation coming out of your phone. So check out this test. So what I'm going to do is put the EMF blocking sticker between the radar and then the phone, and you can see right here, it's going down so much. I'll take it away, I'll put it back. Take it away, I'll put it back. And this little sticker.
All right,
it's
we'll give
super
you a nice
helpful for
ad there.
anyone
Thanks
with
for
a
coming out.
phone,
Appreciate
with a
you.
video game console.
Anywhere in
iPad,
the video
laptop,
game consoles.
Dr. Evil, Bill Gates, is on the evil monitor.
Well, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? So glad to speak to you. I'm just here talking to the press right now. Is there something I could do for you?
Oh, Donald, I'm sorry. This is actually a pocket dial. I'm gonna have to call you back.
Okay, Dr. Evil.
Number 2! That was too freaking close, number 2.
I'm sorry, Dr. Evil. Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Hi, Bill. It's Dr. Evil. How are you? Hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? I'm good, Bill. Are we still on track to take over the world? So Dr. Facce went on the front lines again today and told people they need to do even more extensive social distancing. They need to stay away from each other more. We have to develop the vaccine before too many people die, and then we won't be able to make all of that money. And what does Facce have to say about it? I'm going to try to get Dr. Facce on right now. Dr. Facce, are you there?
Bill, how are you?
It's Bill and Dr. Evil, and he's on the evil monitor with us.
Dr. Evil.
Gentlemen, the fear-mongering's not working. You're going to have to find a different strategy.
I'm getting very nervous about this, Dr. Evil. I think I may back out of this entire thing if we don't bring the vaccine to market next week. I'm out.
Take a breath real quick, Dr. Facce, because we're almost there. All right, we put all the money out there. We have the patents, and we have everybody at home right now. So all you have to do is continue the narrative.
The president is starting to become suspicious of Facce.
Dr. Facce, we really need you to come through for us here.
Look, the president is smarter than he pretends to be.
Facce, failure is not an option here.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I will not take a fall for 2 megalomaniacs.
Okay. I think I've heard enough. Excuse me. Yes, release the murder hornets. Yes, Bill Gates' house and Dr. Facce's. That's right. Yep, thank you. Okay, yep, fantastic. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I just can't stand you anymore.
Look, I have to thank MAGA lover QAnon 1984 for sharing these 3 videos with me. Oh, wait a second, I'm getting in my ear that we have one more for you. Hold on one moment. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. Number 2.
Dr. Evil. Vladimir Putin's on the phone.
Dr. Evil, it's Vladimir. We have the news.
Well, it's really good to have you on the line, Vladimir. I'm so glad that our plan is working.
Right now is good mission. Is an American run.
Look, all I want you to know, Vladimir, is that we have to put the pressure on. More cities.
They riot in the street. Good.
Now to part 2, our secret weapon. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get him on the line.
Dr. Evil. George Soros is on the line.
George.
Dr. Evil.
What's the deal?
Can I play too?
What you got going on over there? Give us the scoop.
I want to play.
Let me put you on speaker. Yep, here we go. What do you got, George?
I'll put money in as well, and we could take over the solar system.
We have to find a way to stabilize Donald Trump as well.
Bring Trump Walker to me. I will turn him, or I will destroy him. You know, I have to say, I did not expect to see George Soros turn into Emperor Palpatine. Who knew? Who knew that Emperor Palpatine was really George Soros? Typecast. Typecast, really. I heard he also played Jabba the Hutt. They didn't really even need to use any makeup. Look, the one thing I'll tell you about Donald J. Trump is I keep my friends close, but I keep my enemies closer. I'm gonna call Dr. Evil right now.
That's right. We're gonna have a conversation about all of these videos because I don't like when people come after the Trump.
Hold on, people. The phone is ringing. Number 2.
Dr. Evil, there's a call on the evil monitor. It's Donald Trump.
Thank you, number 2. Hi, Donald. It's Dr. Evil. How are you?
Dr. Evil, you're live right now on the Donald Trump Show.
Oh, really? Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me put you on speaker. What can I do for you, Donald?
You're actually the subject of episode 16 of the Trump Show, and I just found 4 videos, quite incriminating. And before I send them to the high courts, I just wanted to see if you have anything you'd like to say.
Well, Donald, simply put, I'm freaking Dr. Evil.
Look, Dr. Evil, you know, we've had a pretty good working relationship in the past, but that all comes to an end now. Next time you think you could take advantage of the Trumper, just get ready for a steaming pile of rockets all over your face. I'm gonna drop them all over your evil compound, wherever it is.
I wish you lots of luck on your search, Donald.
We're gonna find you, Dr. Evil. I'm going to find you.
Look, Donald, I really don't care how you feel. Sorry.
Perhaps if I tell you about the newest technology we're gonna use to take you out in your compound, would that interest you, Dr. Evil?
No matter what tech you have, Donald, you get... Hello? Donald? Number 2! He hung up again, motherfucker!
Oh my goodness. That show was so freaking good. Just all the face swaps, all of the DJT stuff was just unbelievably good. And you know, it kills me that nobody ever saw any of it, you know? Like, I had the piece that would have taken down the sleep sofa. Well, all of them, really, but this one right here. This one right here, I think, is worth a watch. I think you're going to want to say that one. And you're going to be like, holy cow, how did they get away with it? Democrats. They get away with it all. I mean, it's just, this is the reality. It's like if you're a Republican
From the creators of South
and you jaywalk, you go to jail for life. Life in jail, jaywalked. You can murder, you can pillage, you can do all kinds of things with, like, you know, minors, Democrats. And they're like, you're good. You're good. Nah, we're going to give you a ticket, a fine, $50 fine. And you could pay it whenever you want. You want to leave it as a, you know, a deferment when you pass away, we'll take it from your estate at that time. We're good, you know. But if you jaywalk, Republican, gas chamber maybe? What do you think, guys? Do we do a gas chamber on anybody jaywalking? Republicans? We'll do a gas chamber on the jaywalking Republicans and the unvaxxed. We'll do a gas chamber situation. And maybe that'll fix it? What do you think? But if you're a Dem, you can kill 33 people, I believe it is, before it becomes a problem. At 34, we got to arrest you. That's just like kind of protocol, you know. But don't litter. If you're a Republican and you litter, we're going to have to lethal inject you. You didn't know about the lethal injection for, you know, littering? Oh, in Maine, it's a $50 fine. No, murder. You're dead. Sorry. You were a Republican. It's a $50 fine if you're a Democrat. Death if you're a Republican. These are normal. This is fair. This is a level. Everybody's on the same level. You treat them the same, and this one the same. Red or blue. You're treating them the same. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. I'm like, that's a fair trade right there. $50, death by lethal injection. Seems to be like the way the mentality is like, no, that's good. That's equal. Arrest and release. Yeah, that's what they also do with the Democrats. They're like, oh, we did. Yeah, we're good. Oh, you gave all of the state secrets away to the Chinese prostitute / spy that you were sleeping with? You're good. Why don't you investigate The former president. We're going to put you on that one because you're not anybody we should worry about. Everything that we are seeing right now is like, it has to be a freaking movie, right? We have to be in the middle of a movie. This is dream sequence, right? Like, I must be in the middle of the dream part of my life right now. And when I'm dreaming is really when I'm actually awake, because this is mental. People don't act this way normally. There's no common sense right now. That's why I realize that fear plays. Fear absolutely plays. People just like will do whatever the hell you want them to when they're in fear. And I saw a great video the other day. I almost want to play this for you guys, but this guy says a couple F-bombs. I think at this point it's 12:40. We could probably play this. This guy was awesome. I have to see if I can find it. I sent it to myself because this guy made me laugh very hard. But it's also because what he said was straight up true. And I'm in for the truth, all right? I'm telling you what's going down over there. All right, where the hell did I put it? Basically, there's this guy saying, like, you're going to go out no matter what. Nobody makes it off this planet alive. I was like, man. But he was real. And then he hit us hard with some. I'm going to play this for you. This guy was awesome. Where are you, buddy? Oh, here we go. All right. Should I just play it like this?
You need to have command presence. In other words, if you look like you know what you're doing.
Let's see if you can see this guy. Listen to this guy. He's awesome. You know what? Let me. Should I send you the link? Let me send the link, and then we can watch it real quick.
I used to pay $160.
Did you really, dude? That's awesome. You're freaking awesome with your $160 a month in the car insurance. Chooch, right? I mean, what are we talking? All right, this is the link. I'm sending it in so I can. Did I Miyagi him? I missed the Miyagi situation. All right, let's see. We're gonna put this in. Oh, come on. This is such a. Don't give me any silly stuff like that. Let me just put the link in and play it, okay? Here we go. This guy
Your
is like.
purchase could be.
This is the type of guy I want, like, as my bodyguard. Check this dude out.
You need to have command presence.
I apologize for
In
the
other words,
swears.
if you look like you know
upfront.
what you're doing and you act like you're willing to do it, okay, most people won't fuck with you. If you stand around lovingly, okay, and just like, oh, well, go away and leave me alone, okay? You're hurting my feelings. Oh, please, I'm a snowflake. I'll fucking melt, okay? Really? Okay? Then someone's probably going to melt your snow. Kick your ass, steal all your shit, stab you in the fucking heart, cut your head off and shit in the hole. Then you'll be another piece of meat and fertilizer for the garden. Okay? If you get a set of nuts, regardless of your gender, and stand up, you're going to die anyway someday. All of you. Ain't a son of a bitch here going to get off the planet alive. Okay? I'm not going to die on my knees. Fuck that. Okay? And I'm not going to die like all those guys in the orange suits sitting on a beach, shot in the back of the head. Fuck that. Jump up, kick somebody in the balls, headbutt the motherfucker, break his nose, okay? Do something, okay? But like, really? No. Well, there's society. That's why it's a fucked up society based on a bunch of pedophilers and goat fuckers, okay? And everybody's kneeling there, got shot in the head, happy meal for me, okay? It's just another one we'll have to deal with later, okay? People go, that's really tacky. Really? What do you think's gonna happen here, okay? Not being ugly. Okay, so visually and verbally, get a set of balls. If you got a gun, okay, if you got a small gun, what's the point? All right, so like, I don't get it. People carry a gun. This is my backup gun. Really? A backup gun. Okay, so here's the thought. If you take this big fucking gun out and it takes a shit, okay, and you need a second gun, why would you draw a second gun that's smaller than the first gun? That's like having kin in the fight and shit goes south and you get fucking Barbie out. When you get the second gun should be as big, if not bigger than the first fucking gun that you had. The second gun should come out with a set of wheels. The
second gun should come out with a freaking gun. Are you kidding me? How hilarious is that guy? Are you kidding me? How hilarious is that guy? Here's the link. Oh my goodness. I found him and I was like, man, I love this type of talk when someone's just like, I'm sick of the bullcrap. No one's making it off this planet alive. I'm not going to be one of those guys kneeling on the beach, hands behind my back, shot in the back of the head. F that. I'm going to kick someone in the balls. I'm going to knee him in the, I'm going to headbutt him in the mouth. I'm going out. it made me think about, if the door starts, you got people at your door and they're on your property. You know what I mean? What's going to go down there? Like, are you gonna just say, okay, I comply and I'll do whatever you want me to do, shoot it in my shoulder, or are you gonna fight back? I want this guy to be my freaking bodyguard. Oh, he's awesome. I'd be like, dude, did you bring that second gun, the one with the wheels? Can you show me what are you working with? What do we got over there? But I'll tell you, that's the one thing we have going for us is our Second Amendment. That's the one thing we have going for us in this country is because Australia right now, complete prison. It's a prison. It always was a prison. This is the craziest thing. You guys know that Australia was a prison colony. And tonight I'm talking to you about the Earth as a prison colony. It's crazy. The Earth is a prison, a galactic prison. They send all of the people that they can't control. They send the artists, the musicians, the people who are just always creating a bit more of an issue than they should. And once you're here, they keep you here forever. We've been here forever, guys. And if what they're saying or what I've heard is true, like there is no way out. Like we're just here and our energy continues to recycle here in the Earth prison. There is a way to shut off their power. We just don't know where the power sources are. And they're all over the planet. But if we could shut off their power source that regenerates us and continues to shock our systems back to zero, we may possibly, I don't know, remember who we were. I'd like to, I like that. I like feeling that a lot better than that. Like my soul goes into some sky cloud and then like I don't remember any of it and like okay, or recycled. You come back again because you're in this loop, this jail loop, prison. Kind of crazy. Yes, Keith. Maybe there's a way we can elevate out of this prison and into a higher plane. Apparently that's what we're able to do. Apparently we're able to detach from our bodies. And I know some people actually do this. They, you meditate and you can actually leave your body. That's very much a similar form of what they do, but they're able to just snap their finger into it. It's like the way I could just play the guitar, the way I could just sing or improvise a new piece of comedy, whatever. That's how easily they shift in and out. For us, we need to sit there and meditate for 45 minutes, and you need to have complete quiet, and you need to visualize like a candle in the room, and all these weird things in order to get ourselves there. But these higher spiritual beings are just able to do it. And this one said that she was 400 million years old here at the beginning of time. And apparently so are we. We don't remember any of it. They erased everything. And every time you come to an end, they erase you again and they send you back. And then they just attach you to a new body. Straight up, just like Avatar. We're like, oh, look, we found the perfect body for Mark's soul. We got to attach it. Do a little avatar situation. They're basically avatars. We are avatars for our spirits. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Like imagine that in actuality, my philosophy of us being spirits that are all one, like there's no color of skin, all this stuff is just, it's a human based, distraction and a division that doesn't exist. And in a perfect world or in the real world, we are just spirits that inhabit these bodies. And then we come from love. We come from pure light. But I could see, a jail-based system where you make planet Earth jail. I could see them put people here that aren't necessarily bad people, but just people who are a problem for them. People who speak out against their agenda, the uniformity. Everything in the future is like, you follow. You are a worker. You have a task. You follow. You don't make problems. If you make problems, they send you to the penal colony called Earth. And you don't know it. You have no idea. You think you're here and that we're about God and that there's one, it's a, monotheism, and like everything that we are taught is to keep us in fear. Just keep us in control. So they can get us to the end and keep us in jail. The priests, everybody's also in jail. Everybody here, every single soul on this planet, we're all in jail. The babies that come in, they were also Isbies. That's why this whole idea of depopulation won't even work if it truly is that we are a prison population. Our souls are just going to recycle and we show back up here. And so what we will see is the population won't decrease necessarily, like massively. It's going to be very slow, if anything. It's a crazy theory. If anything, I'd actually like to make a movie out of it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking, is doing like some crazy movie where, I mean, I had a movie idea many years ago. I never did anything with it. And then Jupiter Ascending came out and I'm like, you stole my idea. My concept was the whole movie's in the future. You're basically, it's like a Star Wars type movie. There's, different factions fighting each other for a planet. And one of them winds up being destroyed. But in the process, they realize they need to find a way to survive. So they take all of their women and children on the planet and they bring them to this new, it looks like a habitable planet. So they bring them there and they start dropping them off. They drop off a ton of kids and some couples, and their kids. And then they're like, we'll be back. We're going to go get more. And when they go, they never come back. They get destroyed on the way back to to their original planet to grab their people. So you fast forward and these people now, this is the very end of the movie. There's been an entire movie where they're fighting in space. They're delivering people to this new planet, habitable planet, and then they leave and they never come back. The very last scene of the movie, you see them hiding in a cave, terrified, because they don't know what to do. The soldiers that were there, they don't do a thing because they're dead. And all of a sudden you see them like in a cave, and what happens? Poof, a huge dinosaur track, a foot comes down like a T-Rex. And then it just boom, 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 credits. The whole idea is that the whole movie, you're thinking it's some movie in the year 5000 AD, it's like 20,000 AD. You're like, well, this is way in the millions of years in the future. No. It was millions of years in the past before we even got to today. And it was just a great twisty type of concept there. I was like, man, I love that. But then when I heard this thing today, and it's definitely not mine, Trish, this was just something that an alien was captured in 1947, and they had 6 weeks to interview this alien who happened to, with telepathy, speak to a nurse who kept this until basically like a month before she died. And she wrote a letter to this alien. I guess he was either a conspiracy theorist or something, but he wrote a book and she read it and she said, you did your research, and I held this to myself and I was going to take it to my grave, but I have lived for 63 years, I think she said, with it. And it's always been one of those things where like you don't want to go into eternity and keep that one, And so she tells this tale. It's like unbelievable. The things she talks about, the detail, there's a couple inconsistencies that I heard where I was like, it seems a little off. But it sounds very interesting, and I could imagine, the Earth didn't start, 3,000 years ago, 5,000, 10,000 years ago. We didn't get here 10,000 years ago. And when I say we, I'm saying like humanity. Humanity has been here for a lot longer than they say. And I think we were kind of created, or at least modified, like, I don't think that we started the way we are, and why this is probably why there's so many different races on this planet, so many different, you just feel like if you were a place where everybody was from the same genetic makeup, or if they were from the same area of the universe and they all came here at once, that they'd have a similar look. But we are so different here. We all look so different that I think that whole jail thing makes kind of a lot of sense. You know, like, geez, look at the diversity in looks here on this planet. I could see that being a thing where, like, we're all here, we have our identity that they give you, and you're stuck in it because you don't know any better. You just believe what they tell you. And if you start thinking about how many times in your life we believe what they tell us. I mean, think about right now, they're trying to say, oh, this is safe, it's approved, it's effective. All three of those things are lies. It's not safe, proof, or approved or effective. The one that's approved, you can't even get yet here. It's like you need to, I don't even know where you get it from. You can't get it, is what I've heard. We went over 2 hours? Are you kidding me? That's what happens when we're having fun here on the Renaissance Show. But guys, you know, tomorrow we do it all over again. I'm going to come on at a different time tomorrow. I'm not sure when yet, but I'm going to pull a little fast one tomorrow. I'm hoping it will be somewhat early. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what time. But it's going to be earlier because it seems like, and Christine was the one who kind of let me know. I didn't even realize this was going on, but if you go on the air and everybody else is going live at the same time, you're never going to get people to see you, especially when some of those people have tons of followers already, you know, and subscribers. So I'm trying to figure out when would be a good time to go live where we can get the whole Renaissance Man family here and they won't feel like, oh, I got to go over and watch another show, you know, and then you're saying to yourself, well, if I keep doing this, you know, where every night I hit the air and then, you know, within 30 seconds, like a massive streamer hits the air, that's not going to help this show grow. So I have to figure out a good time. I'm still trying to figure out what time that is, though. I mean, honestly, if I didn't have to wake up every morning and rush out to go and try to find a piece of real estate business to sell or to list a piece of property, I would do a morning show every day. I'd do a 9 a.m. morning show from 9 to 11, 9 to 11:30. And then I do a bunch of stuff on Big O the rest of the time, which is the other platform that I'm starting to stream on. But that would be ideal as a morning show. Get people pumped up for the day, you know? Because doing the night thing, if we're trying to get new people to find the show, we can't do that. If 1 million people are out on other streams, those 1 million people need to know we are either on or be able to find it while they search around because their favorite streamer is not on or whatever, you know? So all of these things need to be figured out. I mean, honestly, I am 11 days away from the 11th, from the 1,000th day in a row. So that's true, though. See, but that's the reality, though, Christine, is there's always going to be someone streaming. So I'm never going to be able to be only my time. Oh, I'm on and nobody else is on when I'm on. But it doesn't help when like 5 streamers go live and you just hit the air, you know? That doesn't help us. So, and you know, just for an example, we did all like 3 of the 4 rap songs that old school rap, California Love, Rapper's Delight, My Mind is Playing Tricks on Me. I didn't do the Ghetto Boys song, which is, that one's My Mind is Playing Tricks on Me, but I didn't do that one tonight. But we did play 3 of the rap songs, and they're funny tunes, you know? So we need to, if we want to reach more people, we have to find the right time. So I'm going to start working on that, figure out what it is. A lunchtime special, Angel Dreams, not a bad idea. Saturday night, no one is on. Yeah, I'm thinking, you know, it's weird. Sometimes YouTube will tell you like when you should go live. They're like, oh, you should go on at 9:30, I think is what they tell me I should do. 9 o'clock, 9:30. And then it says on Fridays that I should go on like 5:30. Like, what? It's Friday night. We're going to get down. But it's like, no, the time you should go live. Like, they look at my, you know, subscribers and they say the time you should go live is at 5:30 on Fridays. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't. I got to sell real estate. I guess the thing is, like, they have this all set up for you. Like this is how you're making money. I'm not making money for this. So I can't, you know, cut off my nose to spite my face. Be like, oh, I was live though at 5 o'clock. Yeah, you missed some business, didn't you, buddy? Yeah, I did, because I wasn't focused. I was sitting there trying to get on at 5 o'clock. So it can't be a 5 o'clock thing. I gotta figure it out. Regardless, it will be figured out. Let me see. I was trying to find something here. There's that information. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it says the best time to go live. Let's see. Upload time live stream. Okay, so this is what YouTube says. That the best time for me to live stream would be at Sunday at 8 p.m., Monday at 5 p.m., Tuesday at 9 p.m., Wednesday at 8 p.m., Thursday at 9, Friday at 9, and Saturday at 10. It's not bad, actually. 8, 5, 9, 8, 9, 9, 10. I think I might have to try that. Where is Canandaigua? Does anybody know? Canandaigua? Also, guys, if you haven't yet, this says subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel. And they said typically it's 10 to 30%. We are at 27.5%. So if you've already turned on notifications for this channel, like all notifications for this channel, then good. But if you haven't, please do that. I'd love to see this over 30%. And this one says subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and enabled YouTube notifications. That's only at 16.1%. 895 people have done that, and that's typically 5 to 20%, and we're at 16.1. So we need more interaction from the family is what it looks like. So if you guys are able to, if you enjoy the show, do me a favor and spread the word. Let some people know what we're doing here, and that this show is 11 days from being live, 1,000 days, or 10 days actually. Tomorrow's day 990 in a row. Freaking A. I can't believe that, day 990 in a row. Oh, 101 in the morning too. I'll tell you what, these freaking people they're bothering me though with all this censoring they've been doing lately. It's really been bothering me. Like, just let me do my show, for the love. You know what I mean? Like, just let me do my show without getting all over my back with your YouTube-ness and Zucker-chooch-ness. You know what I mean? Oh, fam. Bex, my buddy. Good to see you. Guys, I'm going to try to give you my link to what is called Big O. And this is a way for you to support the show. I'm going to send this to you right now. Hold on a second. And you can join me over here. I'm actually going to go live in a minute just to say hi to them. I missed the show over there today. I'm going to do a very quick show over there, but let me give you my link. Oh, here we go. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Can I just get a copy? Yeah, there we go. All right, so this right here is my link to this new platform I'm going to start streaming on every single day. These are short little half-hour, 45-minute straight-up Renaissance Man Jam chats. Let's see, I just popped that up there. Did you see that? Earn bonus in Big O Live. New users filling in my invitation code 8975160025 will get more surprises. I don't know how the hell you're going to get that freaking number. Users filling in my invitation code. Make sure you get that invitation code in there. It helps out. So Big O Live, it's this kind of cool it's this new social media, face-to-face live streaming situation that I'm going to start doing. And Christine's joined me over there. Christine has a channel over there as well. Yeah, Christine knows what I'm talking about. Oh, goodness. So if you can, guys, Pamela, good to see you. So good to see you. Bex, Anna, if you screenshot it. Yeah, good idea. Christine said to screenshot it. But if you guys can click on this Big O Live. I don't know why it didn't give a link. Oh, it's just this is the code. Okay, hold on, man. Let me figure out if I can get you this is the code if you guys get onto Big O Live in order to support my show, be a part of the show. Am I even live anymore? Do you see me? What happened here? I don't see anything. Oh, no, I'm still here. Okay. How can I remember that? 8765409. You're hilarious, buddy. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out why I don't have the link to it though, you know? Let's see. No, I don't know. It doesn't show you how to do that. Anyway, hopefully you guys will head over there and give it a follow and join me. You know? So tomorrow, fam and friends, remember, we do it all over again. So, until then. Oh, I can't do that yet. I gotta say goodnight to the fam and friends. Until then, Anna Treos, Angel Dreams, Bex, Christine Seidman, Modoc Roughstock, Pamela Swan, Raven Kiefer, and Trish Killian. You guys are awesome. I can't wait till we do it all over again tomorrow. Until then, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance, man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away.